tired of juggling event registrations, confirmations, and feedback forms manually? Running events is already challenging, so why not automate the repetitive tasks? In this video, I will show you how to use Zapier to automate the repetitive tasks involved in event management, from sending out confirmations to attendees to collecting feedback after the event. We will create a seamless workflow that saves time and keeps everything organized. By the end of this tutorial, you will have the tools to streamline your event process like a pro without breaking a sweat. Now, let's break down the workflow step by step to understand how this automation works. First, whenever someone registers for your event on Eventbrite, it triggers the workflow. This is where everything begins. Zapier then steps in to handle two important tasks. It sends a confirmation email to the attendee, welcoming them and confirming their spot, and it adds their details to your CRM system, like HubSpot, to keep your attendee data organized and accessible. Next, after your event ends, based on the date and time in your calendar, Zapier automatically sends a feedback survey to the attendee. This ensures that you collect valuable insights from your participants without needing to remember to follow up manually. This workflow not only saves your time, but also ensures that no attendee gets overlooked and your post-event processes run smoothly. It's a game changer for maintaining organized attendee data while effortlessly gathering feedback to improve your future events. Now, log into your Zapier account and let's set up the trigger for this workflow. Once you are on the dashboard, click this big Create button in the top left corner and select Zaps. This is where your automation journey begins. Now, for the Trigger app, search for and select Eventbrite. You will see a list of available trigger events and choose the new attendee registered because we want this app to start whenever someone registers for your event. Next, Zapier will ask you to connect your Eventbrite account. Click Connect and follow the prompt to log in and authorize Zapier to access your events. Once connected, select the organization in your Eventbrite and specify what types of events you want to see in the list below. Then select the specific event you want to track for registrations. I've created an upcoming AI automation workshop in my Eventbrite account to show you how it works. Once you've selected the event, let's test the trigger to see if the connection is successful. For this tutorial, let's go to the Eventbrite event I created before and register as a potential attendee. Let me quickly fill out the information and go back to Zapier to test it. Click Test Trigger, and Zapier will fetch the registration info from Eventbrite. This step is very crucial because it shows whether Zapier is successfully pulling attendee data. Now we see data like the attendee's payment details, name, and email. Everything is correct. With this, Zapier is now ready to capture new registrations for your selected event. Now, let's set up the first set of actions in our workflow, which is sending a confirmation email and updating the CRM with attendee details. This will ensure that attendees are welcomed promptly and their information is well organized for follow-ups. For the first action, we will send a confirmation email. In Zapier, click this plus icon to add an action step. Then search for and select your email platform, such as Gmail or MailChimp. If you are using Gmail, choose the Send Email Action event. If you are using MailChimp, select Add Subscribe to Audience. Connect your email or MailChimp account to Zapier if you haven't already. Next, you will customize the email content. Click the plus icon to select the field from the registration. Choose the profile email as the recipient and write a subject and the body. You can address the attendee personally by inserting a dynamic placeholder of their name, which Zapier pulled from the Eventbrite trigger. Include essential event details like the event name, date, time, location, and any additional instructions. Once the email is designed, we can test this action and see if it got the right information. Let's click the test action to send a sample email to the email I used as an attendee. And let's check my inbox to confirm if everything looks perfect. Awesome! Here's the registration email I just received, and all the information is correctly displayed here. If you don't like the style of this email, you can always go back to Zapier to update it and Zapier provides you with almost all the customization options you have in Gmail. Next, we will update your CRM with the attendees details. Let's add another action step in Zapier, and this time, search for your CRM platform, such as HubSpot, and choose the Create Contact Action event, and connect your CRM account to Zapier if it's not already linked. Now, let's map the attendees details from the Eventbrite trigger to the corresponding fields in your CRM system. For example, map the attendees email to the email address field, their first name to the first name field. There's a lot of fields you can map to your CRM, but you only need to map the ones you need. Once you've mapped all the necessary data, run a test action to confirm that Zapier successfully adds the attendee as a contact in your CRM. And let's go to HubSpot and check if the contact is added. Great! The contact I just created is here with all the correct data. With both actions tested and working, you've now automated the confirmation process and ensured attendee data is seamlessly organized in your CRM. Now that we've set up the confirmation email and updated our CRM, let's move on to the next step, connecting Google Calendar to track the event's end time. This is important because it ensures that the feedback survey gets sent at the right moment after the event concludes. In Zapier, click on this plus icon to add another action. And for the app, select Google Calendar. Once selected, choose the action event, find the event. This tells Zapier to locate the specific event from your calendar. And then next, let's connect your Google Calendar account. Once connected, choose the correct calendar from the drop-down menu, then set up the search criteria. For example, you can use the start time or the event name to help Zapier locate this event in your calendar. To ensure accuracy, let's run a test and try again. Now, Zapier got the event details including start time, end time, and time zone. Double-check the retrieved information to confirm it matches your event. Now that Zapier knows when your event ends, the next step is to delay the workflow until that time. In Zapier, let's add another action and search for the built-in tool called Delay by Zapier. Once selected, choose the action event Delay Until. This option allows us to set a specific time when the workflow will resume. In the Delay Until field, select the end time from the drop-down list. This ensures that the workflow will automatically pause and resume precisely when the event concludes. Alright, let's run a quick test to confirm the delay is set up correctly. It got the correct date and time, so it's ready to hold the workflow until that specific time. Once the test is successful, this step is complete. With the delay in place, your automation is perfectly timed to send the feedback survey as soon as the event wraps up. Now it's time to set up the final action, which is sending the feedback survey email to your attendees. This step ensures that you get the valuable insights from your audience after the event concludes. In Zapier, click this Add Another Action and search for your email platform, such as Gmail or MailChimp. I will choose Gmail and choose the action event Send Email. Next, connect your email platform to Zapier. And in the To field, dynamically map the attendee's email address from the Eventbrite trigger. In the Subject field, let's create an engaging subject line. For example, we would love your feedback on event name, AI Automation Workshop. In the email body, you can personalize the message to make it attendee focused. And here's an example I prepared for this demo. Let's map the name from the Eventbrite trigger and change the survey link to the actual link. Once you've filled in all the details, let's run a test to ensure everything works as expected. And now Zapier will send the email to the attendee, and let's check if it's received in the inbox. Great, it's here. The email was sent successfully and the survey link is included as well. After confirming the test, your entire workflow is complete. You've now automated not just your event registration and confirmations, but also your post-event feedback collection, which saves you hours of manual work while enhancing your attendees' experience. Next, let's review and activate the workflow to ensure everything is set up correctly and ready to run. Before activating this app, take a few minutes to check each step to confirm everything is properly configured. Once you are confident everything looks good, and click this toggle switch at the top to turn on this workflow. Also, give your Zap a descriptive name like event registration, and feedback workflow to make it easy to identify your Zapier dashboard later. And that's it. Your automation is now live. From this point forward, every time someone registers for your Eventbrite, Zapier will handle the registration, send a confirmation email, add the attendee to your CRM, and follow up with a feedback survey after the event ends. You've just streamlined your event management process, completely hands-free. Now that you've mastered this workflow, let's explore some additional ways you can optimize and extend your automation. First, you can consider adding a backup system. You can create another action in Zapier to log all the attendee details into a Google Sheet. This gives you an easy-to-access record of registrations, even if your CRM isn't available. Another great idea is to follow up after receiving feedback. For example, you could set up another action to send a personalized thank you email to attendees who completed the survey. This small gesture can leave a lasting impression and increase engagement for your future events. Zapier also has an incredible library of pre-made templates tailored for event management. These templates can help you get started with more workflows in minutes. Finally, if your event has different ticket levels or attendee types, try experimenting with advanced features like filters. For instance, you can send customized surveys based on whether the attendee purchased a VIP ticket or a general admission pass. This level of personalization can provide even deeper insights into your audience. The possibilities with Zapier are endless. So don't be afraid to explore and customize workflows that align with your event goals. And if you have any questions or ideas for improving your setup, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear how you are using Zapier to streamline your processes. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Zapier tips, and share it with anyone looking to simplify their workflows. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.